Vrindavan is truly a special place, and Govardhan is most special place of Vrindavan. In Govardhan, there reside different sages. Some sages, for the benefit of the people, reveal themselves to increase the faith of people, and some remain disguised to do their bhajan without any disturbance. So here is a story for you about Govardhan. In the 19th century, the English officer and his soldiers set up their camp on the Parikrama path near Kusum Sarovar and informed the locals there are a lot of animals in this forest, especially deer and boar, and we have come to hunt them. The pujaris of Kusumvan met with the village chairman of Radhakund and Govardhan and then approached the officer with references from scripture, revealing to him that the forest is sacred and that all of its animals were actually sages living incognito, and therefore it was not the place to hunt. When he refused to respect their counsel, they folded their hands and pleaded with him, and when he still showed no compassion, they sought a compromise. If you must hunt them, at least refrain from hunting on the western side of the path on Giriraj territory. The officer entertained their proposal. This side or that side? What does it really matter to me? Thus the British contingents duly hunted on the eastern side. But to everyone's surprise, no animals could be found. Therefore, the officer decided to resume the hunt on the Giriraj territory, which caused an outcry from all the surrounding villagers. After some discussion, they finally agreed that first they would drive the animals out of the Giriraj forest and then hunt them. Some people were employed to beat drums, and soldiers mounted on the horses chased fleeing deer, boar, porcupines over the parikrama path and into the jungle opposite. But when the hunt recommenced, still no animals could be found. They all had mysteriously disappeared. Finally, a very large deer crossed over the path, and before it reached the other side, it was shot in the ankle. It stopped, turned around, and returned to the shelter of Giriraj, leaving a trail of blood. The soldiers dragged it down through groves of Udhavlata to the simple abode, a kuti near Gwala Pokhar. The officer cautiously entered, expecting to confront the deer face to face. But instead, he was welcomed by a holy man attending to a wound who inquired as to the purpose of his visit. Officer sat looking around, somewhat confused and bewildered, and pursuing a deer. Sadhu replied, "In this small place?" as he tied a bandage around his ankle. Satisfied that a beast was not there, the officer asked the Sadhu about his injury. Sadhu replied, "A thorn pricked me." Officer said, "We have a doctor in our regiment. I will send it to you." But the holy man declined the offer. But still, officer sent the doctor, and woundward examined. This was not caused by a thorn, but by a bullet, doctor proclaimed. The officer then remembered the words of the local pujaris. The animals in this forest are sages living incognito. By the association and mercy of that sage, the officer realized his folly and abandoned the hunt. When the local authorities heard what had happened, they requested that hunting the forest there be officially banned. Thus, it was decreed that all the shooting was forbidden in the Mathura area. A large stone proclaiming the law in English, Urdu, and Hindi, dated back 1866, was placed at the entrance to Kusum Sarovar. As for the sage, his name was Mani Baba. He expired in 20th century, and his samadhi, now a ruin, is at Gwala Pokhar. But why should such a personalities reside in Kusumvan? Perhaps they are inspired by such acharyas as Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, who in Govardhan was Pratna Dashakam. prayed for residency next to Giriraj, so that he may see the intimate pastimes of Sri Krishna and Radha and playful sports of Krishna and Balaram to receive Krishna divine grace. For Krishna is gracious to those who resides near those his loved ones.